What is going on, guys? Faz here from Graded Cards Australia, and we have got something super cool. This is going to be the first installment of Raw to Riches, something we're going to try and roll out monthly. You will see the full process of what I look for in a card to purchase that card from eBay, raw, examination, and send it off to a grading company, and we will get that back. We're going to see the full process from start to finish, back to front. Let's get into it. Alright guys, here we are. I'm going to show you exactly the process of what we're doing here. We're going to try and find cards $20 or less. Sometimes you can go a bit higher than that. This is just a quick, you can set your price at 50, 100, whatever the price is. But for this short documentary, we're going to say $20, $25, maybe 30 if we find a bargain. I'm going to show you what I hunt for, the way that I do it. And the different ways that we can check comps as well on the fly, so that we can get all the information that we need before we make a decision in real time. And you can start, obviously, you can check your recently viewed or watched items if you've been looking at some really cool stuff. I will check my recently viewed because there were some good examples in here, and we might actually... These four here immediately, you can see the prices on those. Now, to put some context to this, I did test the waters with the Luminous cards from this year, and also with the Booms. So those two cards I actually purchased and sent to SGC. They both came back 10s. And the Boom, I also had a Mac Andrew Boom graded with CGA. That came back at 10. That's a clear green flag for the Booms being really high quality straight out the gate. It pretty much doesn't get any clearer than that. So that's a good one. The Pendlebury, that's his rookie card, $20. That's a bargain. So we'll have a quick look at that as well. Some other examples of guys that are really flying. Sam Darcy. I'm always checking for rookie cards of current players. And then Sam Layla, or Lawler, however you want to pronounce it, from Richmond. That is a really nice looking card, and I never saw this one until the other night, the debutant. So that's one of his rookie card variations, an insert serial number rookie. So at $30, I think that was the only one available, but we'll check that as well. So there's some factors into purchasing. The other thing you need to look at, and this is one really big key factor when you're buying, is the raw price versus graded price. So, for example, that $4 card, if it's graded a 10, being a Thunderbolt, being Ben King, he's a decent player, star at the Gold Coast Suns, you could potentially fetch between, say, $50 and $75 if it comes back at 10. So your $4 plus your $20 grading fee, you're looking at a pretty decent profit margin for something like that. The same with the Boom. They're a serial numbered card as well. So, and then you've got to look at supply. If there's dozens of these on here, then it might not be worth it, if that makes sense. But if there's only a handful, then maybe it's time to explore. But what we'll do is we'll do in some searching, and then we'll have a look at some rookie cards which I feel could be good value, and we'll start with those. The other thing I do sometimes is I'll have an extra eBay bar open, like another browser open on the side, like a tab, where I can just have that for like comps, and then your 130 point as well, which I found sometimes isn't that accurate, but it's definitely worth having that there as well. So searching now, and we'll start with some rookies from this year. So we start with, say, a Harley Reid, right? Now, his rookie cards are quite rare, and they can get pretty expensive. Now, these 2025s, I don't know that I want to call that his rookie card, because I'm pretty sure he had cards out last year. Yeah, here they are. So you can see here, here's a graded 8 of his Rising Star. That's going for $150, so that'd be a serial number. Yeah, you can see the 10s here. That's what his rookie highlight card from last year. This prototype card seems very expensive. The problem is with that, see the $150 price point that comes with. Well, if you grade that, you're probably only going to get $200, $250, depending on, maybe a PSA 10 might fetch $300, $350. It's a /60, so that increases it. And $179 for his Supremacy rookie card, the gold variant. Well, if you purchase that, it's going to be a long sell. Supremacy does grade pretty well, so you probably would get a 9 or a 10. But then you're looking at what, a $300 sale. It's a lot of work just to get the 120 minus the fees. You're probably going to be down. Whereas those cheaper ones, you can get a bigger bang for buck. And you can see right here, PSA 10. That's his Select Legacy rookie card, and that's $300 for his rookie. So I was about right there for $300 for a PSA 10. You sort of get a feel for things after a while. Now there's none here. The only one I would consider buying to grade is that $8 rookie. That is, I think, the first base rookie card. Sort of like the 2023 Nick Dacos. Now, the other thing you can do here, if you're not getting the right results, because I'm not liking what we're seeing here, I'm probably going to dodge this one. You can come down to the filters over here, and you can click on rookie. We don't want graded, so we're just going to leave that off. And we'll go 2024. See what we can get. You can also filter a price. So maximum of, say, $40. Let's see what we get. Highlights there, that's not a bad one. Highlights tend to grade pretty well. You can see there it's starting to give other results outside of Harley Reid. So I think we're going to skip on this one, guys, and we'll jump to another player. Always remember, if you can't find the right result, just skip and wait for the opportunity for it to come up again. And if you want that, you can save the search. Save the search here, and then you'll get notifications whenever there's a Harley Reid rookie card that gets added, and someone adds it to eBay sales. So, all right, so I've brought up Sam Layla, or Lawler, however you want to pronounce it. And again, we're not getting much under $30. In fact, I don't think we've got anything. His cards are typically getting pretty expensive. There's that debutant card. That would probably be a decent one to get at around $35. The dark border, though, is something that typically doesn't grade as well. So getting a 10 on that might be pretty difficult, and the margin from raw to graded might be too high. And you can see his other ones there are just far too expensive. So we're going to skip on Sam Layla here. All right, so I've switched over to Scott Pendlebury. His rookie cards are getting rarer and rarer, and the one that you want is typically the either 2007 Supreme, which I'll find in a second, or the 2008 Herald Sun. They will yield the best bang for buck. Trust me, I've done it a few times. There's that one there, and that's at $20. White card with white edging. That looks like one we might explore. I'll just scroll down and see if I can see any others. That's the Herald Sun variation that I was talking about. I sold a PSA 9 for about $150. to put in perspective. And there's another one, saying that's prices right up. So $60, and here you can see a graded 7-1 for 67. So if we bought that and it graded a 7, yeah, you haven't really made much money. So there's, a little bit. So you can see a 10 here going for 200, which is, probably a bit more aligned with 10 prices on the superstars. And again, the SGC one for 200, one for 330. That might be a little bit optimistic. The $200 one probably would be able to sell, I think, without too much issue. Looks like it's just going to come down to that one. We might have a quick look at this one. This might be a good opportunity here. Now, that edging there, is that just the camera or is that real? I think it's just a bit of glare. Always give the cards as good as you can on here. Sometimes the pictures aren't that good. It's lifted at very good condition. Okay, that's the step below near mint to mint, which is what you typically want. Just check the backside. Does seem a little bit of whiteness around there. I don't know if that's a bit of fluff or if it's... Is that corner there, is that dinged? See how that corner there looks mint? And that one there, is it... Sometimes it's nothing, but sometimes it's something. Definitely seeing a bit of wear around that edge there. Now that might be just bad camera, but I am seeing a bit of spots here on the top edge as well, and this corner, some questionable marks along that. I don't know what that is, why it's appearing at that side. Here it is again here. So I wonder if it's that side of his camera, because that's the opposite side. These are things you need to look at. So at $20, the risk is low. Very, very minimal. Bare minimum, it's going to grade as 7, and you can offload it for about $75. Grades a 9 or 10, then you're up into the 100 to 200 territory. They're the things you need to weigh up. So we might, just don't know if I trust that. Is that just the camera? Because it is on the same side. You see how it's on the same side? What is that? No, it's a bit of a, yeah. We're going to pass on that one. Bit too much uncertainty. All right, so we come to Nick Dacos. Rookie cards are the only two that are here. Are pretty much these three. The base team coach card, not a good grader. Team coach typically because of the colours. Select grade typically a little bit better. Saying that the 2023s didn't grade that well because of the stripe they had. They weren't all white the way around, so you run the risk of that top right and bottom left edging. I did get a lot of 9s out of that series, so you'd need $10 though. Is a pretty low risk, so we might just come back to that. Check this one here. This is a 2023 parallel, so this would, you can see it's a pretty dirty looking sleeve he's got it in, so it's hard to tell. It does look like there's a bit of fraying on that edge, and again on here, so you're looking at a 9, I think, at this. He has listed it near mint or better. $6.60. It's a pretty low, very low risk. However, it's not going to be that high demand when it's come time to sell. So we're going to pass on that. We might come back to this. I might just have a quick look. He's got more than 10 available, so that's the other part. This guy's a very notable seller. I've bought tons of him. No issues with the seller. He is high volume. The thing is, if he's got 10 of them, which one are we going to get? Might pass on that one as well. The other thing I'm going to show you here when you type in something. So say you type in a rookie card, and we're going to go Dane Swan here, and there's nothing coming up. 2005, well, I think his rookie card was 2004. There's one down here for 24. That's not too bad. It's already on my watch list. You can see here his graded ones go for quite a bit. So we know that it's 2004. Right, let's just check that again, which is that one there. It's actually 2005. That's not even his rookie card. Oh, here we go. Right, but let's just swap out rookie for 2004. So if you type in the year, you might get a totally different search because not everyone lists it as a rookie card. All right, this one here, $1. Now, I've sold a graded 10 of his for this card exactly for like $150. So he's got it listed at, we're buying that. That's $1. I don't even care if it's in bad condition. Now, this is what I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to add that to the cart. That is the first one, definitely down. That is his official rookie card. There was no cards of his made prior to 2004, even though he played, I think, from 2002 onwards. Yeah, I'm just checking. Sometimes you get some stuff in the related, but go back to that search, see if there's anything else that we might take off. You can see I've paid $30 for that card raw. So you can see $1 plus $3.50 postage. It's less than $5. This is exactly what we're talking about. All right, I think that's our first find there. So we'll get 3 or 4 of these in the bag, and then we'll try and find a Will Ashcroft rookie. That Legacy Series grades pretty well. That's not a bad one. That one, I think I've sold a 10 for about $90. The base one from Legacy does have 7 available. That's my only concern. So we'll skip on that for now. The Legacy Plus, that is not a bad one. Let's just check the... God, I hate when they have it in like a top loader and a sleeve. You're just sort of guessing. Legacy does grade pretty well. And just from here, you can't really tell. That's not a bad one. I might actually favourite that. It is a serial numbered Legacy rookie card. And the way you think about it is $20. That grades a 9. It's probably $100. 10, probably 150 plus. We might see if we can find his draft rookie card. Sometimes you can get those pretty cheap. So we'll have a look. So we'll take rookie out and we'll go 2022. I think that was his. Yeah, here we go. This card here. I've sold a PSA 10 for $325. As you can see, yeah, 10s, that's a 9. That's a 10 there for nearly $200. This particular card here, it's a serial numbered to that much. That's actually a pretty good one there as well. Rising Star round 2, 25. We might have a quick look at this one. Near mint or better. Quick check on the description. Generic seller, top seller. We might stick that on the list as well and come back to review. That one there, I've purchased this card for $20, so you've just got to get it at the right time. Obviously, he's in career best form at the moment. They're on second on the ladder, so his prices are going to go up. It's just how it is. See, his draft pick rookie card has gone up. I think I paid $100 for that card when he was injured. Might filter price if we can. Let's go $30 and see what we can get. Not much. Okay, so it's just that one. Let's check his brother. Levi Ashcroft, and we'll go, I think his rookie year's this year. Clear that. Whoop, did I just make a mistake? Yeah, I did. Yeah, you want to have it empty, not with 0. Okay, Rising Star is a really good one. His debutant card is $25 as well. These are solid options. I bought a bunch of his and of his draft pick ones. I think I kept 4. I bought 5. One that I didn't think was going to grade that well, and I auctioned it off and made I think it was 40 something bucks. This one here, cheaper postage. All right, so that's the price order. Basically, only that top row. Let's have a look at these Rising Stars. Melbourne cards, good seller. Got 4 of these. These are serial numbered. Right, yep, that's another good find there. So I've got 2 more players in mind. The first one is Sam Walsh, rookie card. Now, I think his rookie card was 2019. We'll have a look at 2019, 2020. I think 2019 might be. They don't look too appetizing in price. That's some pretty expensive rookie cards. Let's type in 2019. Like I said, we might get something different. It's totally different. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Do you see what I see? All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. These are all under $20. These are all his rookie cards, the different variants of them. I think he was drafted in 2018 from memory, and he is a popular Carlton player. Now, these prices will be down because Carlton's form is down. Only reason. You can see a graded 9. It's going for a decent price. His Dominance rookie card, $125. Let's have a look at this one. $7. It is black. That's just where you can see where it meets. That's the light refracting. Same as on that side. $7. I think that's definitely worth the chance. That's a serial numbered Sam Walsh Dominance rookie card. All right. Whatever, man. I think I might take this one as well. $15. Let's have a look at it. It's white bordered. The centering on this one looks pretty good. You can see that inside border there. Looks pretty close. Is this serial numbered as well? Don't know, but it's an insert rookie. Listed at near mint. Oh, I'm not going to be able to buy this one. This guy blocked me because he's got bad shipping standards, and I called him out on it. I neutraled him. I didn't even neg him, and I can't buy from him anymore because he sent something in an envelope with no padding at all, just loose in the envelope, and I called him out. Might be able to take this one down here. It's the same card, and I think let's go 3 for 3. Oh, same guy. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, ungraded excellent. I wonder why it's only excellent. $10 or best offer. Let's make this guy an offer. Let's go $5. Okay, if he accepts it. If he accepts it, that's a bargain. Let's try the same seller. All right, let's make this guy an offer as well. Same seller. Is he a good seller or is he a bad seller? Let's find out. So this would be light. Oh, he declined it. He must have had automatic sent. Okay. Let's go $7. I don't want to seem like a low baller. Oh my god. You know what? Let's just add it to cart. Dude, I'm sorry. There we go. And what else have we got? No, I reckon that is about as good as it gets. We just want to get his rookie cards, nothing else. Cool. So we got that one. We have an offer on that one. And we have that one. That looks like the 3 variants that I can see. And we'll switch over to one last person. All right, Clayton Oliver is our last one. So I've typed in the rookie card. You can see you get his 2016. The year he was drafted, the rookie. Really bold looking one. Select certified at $60. A little bit out of our budget, 73. So why don't we, that's actually a good one there. We'll change that to 2016 first. I reckon we're going to get the expensive one. So we'll try 2016, I think. Sorry, 2017. Oh, whoa. Here we go. Oh, hang on. When was he drafted? What has he got in 2015? His draft pick redemption. Okay, so he's drafted 2015. So we want to focus on 2016. Okay, that one right there. This is a good grader. Select certified. That looks pretty clean. He's listed at $1. This would be his first base rookie card, and that does look pretty clean. At $1, I'm adding that to cart. Now let's go back. I'm looking at this one here. It's a serial numbered insert rookie card for $14. And you can just see here, so that $1 card, 35 for an 8.5, 45 for a 9. I'm saying 10 would probably be $70, something like that. So you can see the gap between raw to graded, and $100 for a 10. There you go. It's a $1 card, and that will sell. It might not sell at 100. You'd be surprised though. You'd be surprised. He's already won a premiership. He's a really good player. And he's popular. This one here, I'm leaning towards this. Could be our number 5 that we need. Dark edges, that's clean on that side. That $14 for a serial numbered rookie card, I think that's worth the risk. He's listed at near mint to mint. Good seller. Over 9,000 sold, 100% feedback. Let's add that to cart and let's review what we've got. I think let's assess the cart. $56 in total. Is there anything that I want to drop out, or should I just leave it as it is and we run with it? I think we run with that. 5 cards, $56, and then you just got to weigh up that gap. What's the return going to be? If they all sell at $50 each, that's $250 minus your grading fees. So your bare minimum would be to probably break even or a tiny bit of profit. If they all got 10s, well above that, you'd be looking at, say, $100 a card, which would be $500 minus 56 minus the grading. So you'd be well and truly up then. And that's give or take, because like I said, the Swan, if that got a 10, is going to be probably 150. Yeah, so let's check out on that. And then the next part of this video will be when they arrive, we'll examine and we'll ship them off to grading regardless of the condition. We're just going off of what we see on eBay. Send them off. We'll decide which grader we're going to send them to, and then we'll get our returns and go from there. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, we've got in our 5 cards. I did do a sneaky little thing and add in a 6th card, another Sam Walsh. I made an offer on it and picked that one up pretty cheaply as well. So we're going to do 6 cards. We're going to examine them, and then we're going to send them off to one grader. And then we will do the submission process and get them back. And then, all right, so this is going to be some of the equipment that you're going to need. I always use a nitrile glove. I've got a box of these, a couple boxes. I've got my 6 card savers, 6 brand new penny sleeves, and my 6 cards. I've also got a microfiber. I found that they are the best way to clean the cards. My original information in previous videos after watching some of the gurus was to use a paper towel, but I found that these microfibers are slightly better. You can wash them and use them again. I've got a whole bunch of them, so I found that they're really good for taking the dirt and fingerprints off. Around just checking for fingerprints with the camera's torch on. So all I got to do is move the card, okay, then I'll bring it up and I'll wipe it down and check it again, okay. Now I'm actually going to do that part of the process. Sorry, there's a bit of sun coming through. That I do have the blind down, but apologies, it is coming down. I am going to do that part of the process, so I'm going to skip that, but you sort of get the gist of what I'm talking about. They need to be wiped down with, I found the camera facing down with the torch on, with the torch going towards the ground, and you can get a clear shot of the card, and you can see all the edges and the fingerprints and stuff like that. Sometimes they're clean, some other times you can see the fingerprints. That's where you use the microfiber with the glove on, holding the card like that, okay? And if this is my camera that I've got on, you're going to have the torch on, and you're just going to be moving it side to side, top to bottom, checking around the edges. That's where most of the fingerprints are: top edge, side edge, bottom edge, etc. You rarely get the ones in the middle, but you do have to check it, okay? And I do that, repeat the process on the back, okay? Once they're wiped down and clean, I'll show you what that looks like. And you can see I've got the torch on, and you can see the light going on there where you can actually see, and that's how you've got to angle each one like that, okay? Alright guys, these cards have been carefully examined, wiped down, and put into new sleeves and new card table ones. I'm gonna quickly run through what I think is gonna happen, top to bottom. Okay, now the 3 Walshes, not bad. This one here I think can 10. Centering is off a little bit, likely a 9. White borders could push it to a 10. Centering is not tenable, not terrible. But just looking at it quickly, it does look a couple of mils to the left. Top to bottom, it does look a bit more, a couple mils to bottom as well. So fingers crossed on that one. Still could definitely 9, maybe a 9.5. Don't think it's a 10. This one here, this is the serial number one, is it? Yeah, I think this is going to get a 9. There is a slight edge issue right above his head. Camera's not picking it up right now, but when I cleaned it down, you could see it, the white dot. Stands out on black borders, and you usually get marked down for that. Could still 10, could be an 8, but I'm thinking likely a 9 on that one as well. So that's what I think. This one was probably the best out of the 3 in terms of condition. Centering's pretty solid. And these are 3 rookie cards, mind you, as well. And even as a black border, there's no white on the edging at all. Corners are solid, and the surface is pretty good as well. So I'm thinking a 9.5 to a 10, likely a 9.5. The Swan. If only there wasn't a little line above his head, this would attend. And I'm really spewing about that because I think I picked this up for $1. And I've sold 10s of these before for like $150. So, yeah, maybe that's what the guy saw when he sold it. Right above his head. You can't really see it even when I turn things around. There's a little, I wouldn't say it's a crease, but it looks like maybe a print line above his head. So I'm thinking an 8 is probably what this is going to get. The rest of the card is rock solid. Corners, surface, and the edging is really, really good. But I'm thinking an 8. This one here is probably the surprise pack. I think this was another $1 card. I reckon this will 10. Straight up. 9.5 or 10. It literally had no imperfections whatsoever. So, yeah, this could be the gem. This is his certified rookie card. What year was that? Was it 2016, I think? Same year as Jordan DeGoey. But, yeah, really, really good condition card. I mean that sincerely. We'll wait and see. I did have some success. I bought a bunch of the Jordan DeGoey ones. Did have a couple of 8s and 8.5s, but also got like 3 10s and 2 9s and I think 2 9.5s. So I think I bought like 10 of them. So yeah, quick inspection. I think this will 9.5 or 10. And the last, Clayton Oliver. This was his certified one. Centering slightly to the left, just a mil, which is unfortunate because the rest of the card is pretty good. I'm predicting a 9, just a straight 9. I have graded the certifieds before, and I think I did about 4 or 5 max Gorns. I sold them all. I think I got 1 or 2 10s, the rest were 9s and 9.5s, so that could be where these cards come out at. It's the same series, so definitely low risk though, low reward. Like this whole total of these 6 cards, well, I think it was 56 for the 5. I think I paid $14 for the second one, so let's say $70 for the 6 cards. So yeah, what, 10 or $11 a pop or whatever it is. Pretty solid. But I think this will be a 9. All right, we're going to do the submission process right now. Now I'm going to do that with CGA, so we're going to jump on submissions. Now for this, I usually do 21 card minimum ones just to get a cheaper price, and I don't usually, I submit, every month or so. We're going to do economy, okay? Not in a rush to get these back, and this is just for the purpose, but I wanted to show you guys how it's done, so proceed with that. Going to skip this bit so you can see that's my personal details, obviously, so we'll put that in and we'll jump to the next spot. All right, so what have we got in our hands here? Now, if you're unsure what it is, the card, go back and check your eBay purchase, or do some research on eBay to try and find the year number and the card maker, etc. I'm going to open this up, so we've got the 6 spots. I'm just going to pre-fill some stuff here. We're also going to only have 1 copy on each. All right, so we're at the point now where we're about to submit that. As you can see, it's going to cost us just short of 110. So let's say 110 and $70, about $180 to purchase the 6 cards and then have them graded. So our break-even point would be about 180, 200 after eBay fees. I believe we can make substantially more than that. I think somewhere between, realistically, 300 and 500, if that's the case. So we're looking at an okay point, and that's not too much of a risk in the card grading industry. So I'm going to submit that, guys. We're going to send those off to Card Grading Australia. We'll get those back in about 6 weeks, and we'll examine the results.